All right, welcome to this play-by-play Figma tutorial. So Figma is an online graphics editing app. It's free to use on the lower tier, but if you're going to start to use this for business in a more professional capacity, then you will move through to a paying tier. But you can see here, you log in. And if you haven't created a profile yet, then you click on this button, Get Started for Free, and you create a username and password. Then you can see I already have a profile, and then it's going to take you to projects like mine that I've already done in the past. And then we want to create a design. So we click on design. All right, so here we have a new design. Okay, let's see. Is just okay. All right, so you can see by now it is untitled, and we want to create a name for it. So just kind of rename it, and okay, you can see there, this is the starter, free with limited files, professional, and organization. Okay, but you're using the starter plan, which is free. Okay, I think, right. Okay, there we're going to create a frame. Desktop 1. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay. Desktop 1. So you can see it's named there, Desktop 1. We're just creating a desktop website. You want to label every element on your page. So let's rename Desktop 1 here. Double click on it to Homepage. In this tutorial, we're creating a website. Okay. Control. Okay, there, when I hold Control and plus, I can zoom in. Control minus zooms out. Okay, that's a nice feature. Okay, Control minus. Let's increase, okay, the height of the page to 4,000 pixels. So we go here to the right, and you see the width there is 1440 pixels, and the height is 1024. We want to change that to 4,000, so 4000. We want it to be longer, so it's gonna, you can see it's gonna scroll down. Okay, that's good. Okay, we'll add a grid. Let's find a grid. Okay, oh, nice. Okay, so here under Layout Guide, you can add a grid. That's what we want. And type, grid type is columns. Columns, that's nice. 12 units. 5. 12 units. Let's lower its opacity to 5%. There it says 10%. We want to make it 5. Okay. 12 units of columns. Right, I think I did that right. Okay. Now let's create a rectangle. So you can see I'm navigating to that bar there. Okay. All across the width. Let's make its color. So we're using hex values because we're creating 4 websites. Call it 3DBEFF. That's a nice blue, and the height of it should be 480 or 480 pixels. Let's see. Height. Fill appearance there under layout, dimensions, width 1440, and the height we want 480. Nice. Okay, that looks good. Its opacity is 100%. That which you see behind these columns, we're going to use that as the grid to align our elements to. Okay, now let's add the logo. You just need to drag and drop the logo. So let's navigate to that logo. At the logo. Okay, there it is. Okay. Okay, and I just want to check in the example what size we're working at. So yeah, as I said, this is the slow version of working through this. I'm going to show you what we're going to create. Okay, so this you can see is the page we're going to create. Okay, so there, the logo we wanted kind of there in the top left. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so just get a sense of where we want to place things. I think for now, I'm going to keep it aligned to this grid format, and we want to rename both of these elements. So this one we want here on the left-hand side under layers, we want to have it as logo 1. It is by default now logo 1. I'm calling it logo. Okay, and then the rectangle, we're going to rename that, double click on it to hero background. All right, looks good. Okay, now we want to group them together. So I select both by clicking on the logo, holding shift, clicking on the blue background, the blue rectangle, and I right click with my mouse and I say rename group. Ungroup. think that this is already grouped. I say ungroup. Okay, I just did Control G. Now it's grouped. Okay, yeah, that's good. So we're going to choose Control G. That also works. All right. And okay, here for group one, we're going to double click and we're going to rename that as hero section. Okay, oops, don't want the backslash. All right, okay, so they're grouped together and they're named. Okay, this is great. And the strange thing about Figma is you don't need to continuously save it because you're working online. So by default, it's going to save. So that, okay, that is actually great. Okay, now we're coming back to the logo. And all right, we are gonna place this logo 30 pixels from the top and 30 pixels from the left. So we are going to alter its position here. Okay, so the X position is going to be 30 and hope I'm doing Y position is going to be 30. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Okay, now we're ready to add some text. We're going to use the T tool, the type tool, and we're going to start typing and we're going to type about. Okay, and I'm going to go here under text, typography, and I'm going to choose Roboto. I'm just going to Roboto face, and I'm going to change its size to 24 pixels. Control A to highlight it, to select it. And then if I choose 24, that's good. It's going to change. And then I want to align it to the logo. Okay. And you can see we've got these red lines that shows you how things align. Okay, that looks good. And we're going, we align it to the bottom side of the Sunnyside logo, and we place it in the 8th column. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to place it there. There we go. So it's aligned to the bottom, the baseline of this logo Sunnyside, and it's here in the top right corner. We want it in the this text, we want it in the same group as the hero section. So I'm dragging it below hero section so it becomes part, hopefully. There we go, nice. When I drag it, you can see when I select hero, it's now part of that hero selection. All right, that's what we want. Okay. Then I click again on the About word there, just here on the left-hand side under the Layers panel. I click on About and I hold Alt, and then I'm going to click and drag to the right. And I bring it to the 9th column. And we are going to change the text from about. So I'm gonna click Alt, Control and A, sorry, to select it. And then I'm gonna type in services. Right, that's our next button. This is basically going to become the navigation bar here at the top. And then I'm going to repeat this again. I'm going to click on the Move tool. So deselect the Type tool. Then I can click on here on the left on Services again. Hold the Alt key, drag it to the right, and duplicate it thus. And then I choose my Type tool. I click on Services, Control A to select it, and then I retype this to Projects. Okay, that looks good. That looks good for now. Okay, sure. I'm just reading through my own notes. Okay, let's create a fourth navigational bar item. But this one is not going to be just a word. We're going to make a white rectangle. So I'm going to click the rectangle tool and I'm going to drag a little rectangle here. Let's just begin with something like that. Okay, then we see its height should be 60 pixels. Okay, we want a border radius of 30 pixels. Rotate. Okay, there, corner radius. They changed it. There we go. Okay, corner radius of 30 pixels. Okay, I'm just going to go back to the example again. All right, there we're going to create that contact. Okay, so that's what we're creating, that white contact button, just so that we're all on the same page. For this one to work, it needs to be relationally, possibly a little bit bigger, like so. Okay. All right. Now what we can do is we can take projects again, and we can do what we did before. We hold the Alt key, drag it. I'm just going to drag it below the white rectangle so I can first alter the text and actually see what I'm doing. So click on it, Control A to select everything. Then I'm going to type in contact, and Control A to select it. And I'm going to change its fill from white to complete black. And complete black's hex value is 6 zeros, or you can see it has, no, I thought that was a pure black, but that's not a pure black. So I'm just gonna, okay, allow me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Okay, that's nice and black. Okay, then I can use the move tool, click on the move tool so that deselect contact, click on contact again. All right, now I can move it. And it's of course not visible because it's below the rectangle. So for that to be visible, there's our white rectangle. We of course want it part of the hero section, so I'm going to drag it down and I'm going to drag it below contact. And there you can see now contact is visible. This rectangle one, I'm going to call it white button for now, so that I know what it's happening. And I want to make this contact, I want to make it, it's bold. It's regular, but I want it bold. So it's nice and visible. That looks good. And that looks better aligned. Good. Control. Okay. Control Shift to make sure that the contact and the white button or that white rectangle is both selected. And then I'm going to click Control G to group them together. And it's going to create group one. And I'm going to rename group one to contact UTTON. All right, that's contact button. Okay, it's great. We're doing good work here. Okay. Seems like, all right. Now I'm going to add some text to here to the center, and we're going to add the text in the middle. We are creatives. So we're going to choose T, the type tool again, and we're just going to click and we're going to start to type. We are creatives. Okay, that looks good. And you can use the scale tool to make it bigger. Let's see. I'm just gonna, I want to see if I can make it. Oh, that's super big. Okay. Can you maybe, I'm gonna make it 75. That looks good. And then we want to center the text. Oops. We are creatives. We want to center it. Okay. Okay, and we want to make it, let's see, where can we make it uppercase? Appearance. I think they're, okay. So let's just see if we need to select, maybe we don't. So you can see I just went here on the right-hand side to this panel under typography, and there's a little icon that looks like two lines that when you hover over it with little balls on top of it, it says type settings. If I click on it, it's going to give me more typography options. And then below there's alignment, decoration, and then it says case. And we want that one, the second one. First one is there's no as typed, no case added, but the second one says uppercase, and then it's going to change your text to uppercase, and we want to change the font from, that should be Roboto. Feels like I have lost Roboto along the way. I'll just double check that, but let's change it to Rowdies. Okay, they have Rowdies. Okay, something a little bit different. Position, alignment, I want it center, and let's complete center. And just a little bit off third like that. Okay, I think that's good. I'm just going to come back to the text here. Yes, I thought that this is. Okay, I'm just going to change this to Roboto. Okay, projects, nothing is going to be. You change. Enter also. It's really Roboto. It looks so different. Says it though. so I have to believe it. Okay. The spacing is a little bit out. Don't you agree? But we are going to work on it a little bit later. For now, let's just build the biggest parts of the web page. All right. All right, let's go and add a background image. Okay, let's go and find from the source files, you find a nice background image. And I go back. All right, that image header, I'm going to use that one. And all you need to do is you just drag and drop, as far as I know. Okay, that is correct. Just drag it into space. Okay, and that's our image header one. We want to drag it below, so it goes into the image header section. I'm holding the control key with the mouse. I'm just scrolling out, and I'm just going to drag this image so it actually fits the width of this space. And I'm going to drag this image header below everything except the hero background. And then it's going to look like so. Okay, let's make less text. No, that's what's going on now. Oh, I see what you're doing. That's interesting. Okay. Drag this little wedge. Center align it. We are creatives. So all I'm doing now is I'm just optically moving it so that that looks good. Oh, I think that's fine. Blue rectangle. All right, this is the hero background. I wanted hero on it thinner. Really? Okay, image header. Just gonna make sure it aligns to the bottom. All right. Okay, that looks good. All right, so I just resized this hero background, this blue rectangle to 640. Oh, wait. 640. Oh, I want it bigger actually. What is the white? Okay, yeah, I'm making it actually bigger. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, 640. Okay. I'm just going to use position bottom line. Yeah, that looks a bit more breathable, right? Yes, that's good. Okay. So thanks for joining me for this really slow working together. We both work through this tutorial. And here I made a huge mistake. Um, and that is why I'm grateful for your patience. I'm seeing if I can, yes, I'm gonna undo my mistake by just doing the rookie way of just going Control Z until I'm back where I want to be. Okay, we just want to get the Euro background to my dyslexia came in. I made it 460. It should be 640, 640 pixels. That's better. And then this image aligned to the bottom. That's better. This guy, we are creatives. We're gonna move it down. This is not a tutorial that I worked out. It is a tutorial, I think it is by Figma. Honestly, I can't remember where I got it now from. But it's a free tutorial that they use to teach you Figma. So we're just both, you and me, we're going through this play by play. So I'm also moving slowly through it, and you'll see all my mistakes as I make them, as we go through and make them together. Want to see where is creation tools. Aha. All right. Now for our last thing that we're going to add to this hero section is going to be, we're going to draw an arrow, right? And if you go to this rectangle tool, you'll see on the right-hand side, there's a little drop-down arrow that says Shape Tools. If you click on it there, you're going to see it says arrow. And we're going to use that to draw an arrow. Have I drawn an arrow now? Just going to zoom in to see. Yes, I actually have. There we go. Nice. There I can actually see what I've done. I just zoomed in using the mouse. And I want the arrow in white. Let's go here on the right-hand side. Its stroke width. Its weight should be a bit bigger. There it's 2. Let's make it 10 pixels. Nice. All right. And I'm just going to drag this arrow below the hero section. I'm just dragging it below We Are Creatives. Okay, that looks good. Click arrow 1 again. Endpoint round. Yeah, I think I like that. So here on the right-hand side, I'm just going to create a round section for that arrow. Okay, I'm choosing arrow again. I'm still on it. I'm just central positioning it. And with the arrow keys, just moving it so it's nicely in the center. Yes. Wow, we've done our hero section is complete. Okay, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Now we're going to start working on the next section. So what you actually can do, you can see next to here on the left-hand side under layers, hero section has got a little drop-down arrow that shows me all the elements that are under or inside the hero section. And I'm just going to click on that to hide it, because we're now going to create a new section. We're done with this. We've grouped them. We're now going to work with the rest of the page. So I'm just going to zoom out a lot. Okay, there's our page. Okay, now we're going to draw a rectangle below the hero section. We wanted 50% of the page width. We're going to use this rectangle tool. I'm going to hold the Shift key to create an actual square. All right, and 50% of the page width. So that's going to mean we have 12. We need 6 columns, basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we wanted to actually end there. You can hold it and drag it like so, or to make sure that you're happy with it, its width here should be 720. So the guide is included. All right, it's going to be on the other side of that. 720. 720. So 720 by 720. Then it's exactly in the center. It's exactly into the white as well. Okay, that's proper. That's proper center. Okay, we're going to change its color or its fill. Click on there, and I'm just going to type in the hex value FFD600. Enter, and it's going to give me this nice bright sunny side yellow. Okay, then I'm going to create and you can see it's under homepage. It's not part of the hero section. If you want to make sure you're not going to accidentally add any elements to the hero section at this stage, because at this stage we have created it and we're quite happy with it, I'm going to lock it. Okay. Coming back to the rectangle, we're now going to duplicate it. Hold the Alt key, click and drag to the right. And because we did the first one so beautifully, the right one should be perfect. And this one we want to fill with white. So what's nice about here below, you can see it gives you examples of colors that you've already used on your page. So because it's white, the white looks transparent. Just gotta make sure. It does say that though. Okay. Okay, we want it completely white. Okay. All right, so we've got two rectangles here, and what you can do is, okay, rectangle 1, I'm going to rename it to rectangle yellow so that I can keep track of what I'm doing. And rectangle 2, I'm going to rectangle, that's the white rectangle. And I'm going to select both, holding the shift so I can click the second one. And I want to group them together, Control G, okay? And it's going to say group 1, and we are going to rename that by double clicking on group 1, and we type brand section. So whenever you start to create work here in Figma, the more organized you are, the better you name your work, the more it's going to be a breeze to work with this. Okay, let's see, brand section. All right. Okay, so we can go and duplicate this text. We are creatives, or we can just under brand section, add, create new text. Okay. Let's just remember what typeface. We are creatives. We used rowdies. Okay. Okay. Type tool. Okay. I'm going to work here on the white square, and I'm going to type transform your brand. I don't know. I can't see if I typed it correctly. Control A to highlight it, to select everything. I want to keep the face to rowdies. I want to keep it to black, but I've, of course, want it smaller. So I'm going to make that 48 pixels. That's nice. I can move it. Okay, to kind of the center. And we don't want it uppercase. Okay, so we go again to under typography, type settings, and we just say none. Okay, and then this transform your brand. We need that B uppercase. So it's basically camel case. Okay, and now we can move it more to a happy place. All right. This is truly rowdy. So let me just, all right, it looks like it. Okay, that's good. We're, okay, now we're gonna create a new text box. So type tool, and I'm gonna drag, click and drag. Nice, there I have a text box. And now we want to add in the copy. Barlow, change the typeface. Okay, and I'm actually going to navigate to, I've got some copy on a Word file. So I'm just gonna go back. Sorry. Oh, okay, I just copied some. Okay, so under transform your brand, there, I've got some copy. Control C, and I'm just gonna Control V. Okay, that's how easy it can be. Control C, Control V. And we want to now obviously not have it that bold. So we changed it to Barlow. We want the font to be 24 pixels. We want to change the color of it from black to a dark gray. And this dark gray is 5A6636C. That's going to be a dark gray. Okay, and we want to have a line height of 36 centimeters. Alignment, line height, there we go, 36. Okay, yes, that looks a little bit better. And I want to drag this text box a little bit. I'm going to see if it's going to allow me drag it into the brand section. Just needed to deselect. Let's see if we can. I want to align everything left. I'm just going to align it to text. Okay, that looks good. All right. I just want to transform your brand. It feels very much scrunched up there at the top. All right, that looks good. I like that. All right. I wonder if we can pause the all right, let's have a small break. I don't know how to pause it, so. Right. Welcome back after the break. And right, let's now create a Learn More button. Um, let me show you again the example that we're making. So here you can see, oh dear, I've swapped them around. Um, but transform your brand, there's the text. We want to create Learn More and then a yellow rectangle beneath that. Okay, that's what we're aiming for in this section. All right. Okay. So let's create the type tool. I'm gonna say Learn More. We're gonna select it. We're gonna go with typography typeface. Go back to our rowdies, right? And we are going to make it 24 pixels, in height. And we want to make it uppercase, case, uppercase. Nice. And then what we want to do is we want to give it a yellow rectangle beneath it. So I'm going to use the rectangle tool. We could also just use the line tool. So let's just for the sake of learning stuff, hold the shift key so I can create a nice straight one, nice yellow line. So stroke color, we're going to use that yellow. The width of that, let's make it, I don't know, 6. Yeah, that looks good. And let's have the start point round and the end point round. Oh, that's smart. As it shows round and round. That's nice. And then just for the sake of, where is that little line? Okay, gonna move it below, Learn More. I'm gonna rename line 1 to yellow line. Okay, and I'm gonna hold the shift. So I have Learn More and yellow line, and I'm gonna group them together. And I'm gonna call that, rename that, and I'm gonna say, Learn More. All right. Nice. Okay. And then for all intents and purposes, this section of our spacing and things, it's out, but in terms of content that we need to create, that's the content that we want. And then this rectangle, this yellow rectangle on the left-hand side, we're gonna add an image. Okay, so we're gonna go and locate the spot where this image is. So let's go and find it. It's that image transform, and we're going to drag it here to our yellow rectangle. And okay, and I'm going to choose both. Hold the shift key to select both. And if I right click it, I'm supposed to be able to use it as a mask. Use as a mask. Oh, nice. Right, then I'm going to click on this egg again. So now when I drag it, what's different from this versus the previous image that we used, you can see it's exceeding the rectangle, the yellow rectangle, but that rectangle is now used as a kind of mask. Nice, right? Okay. And that mask group, you can also rename that. I'm going to call mine egg image mask. I'll remember what it is. All right. Wow. Now this brand section is complete. So that means we can lock it so we won't accidentally mix things up. I will come back to respace this, however, Okay, now we want to create something kind of similar. We also want these two rectangles in color. Let's go to our example again. You can see we're going to now create this, but just in reverse. So we want to keep kind of the same properties. And that's why we want to just duplicate this brand section and edit some elements of it. So let's see how we can do that. I just select the brand section. I say copy. And I say paste. Okay. And then brand section, I rename this one to audience. Audiences section. All right. Okay. Then I can use the drop down. Okay. Now what you want, you obviously want to move the positions. Right. So because I was who I am, I'm going to move this. Oh, whole audience weight, whole thing needs to move below first. Go. Okay, that's good. That's a good start. All right, it moved, and then we're going to choose this image mask, and I'm going to move it to the right. I'm just going to let it align there to the right. And then I'm going to take this rectangle and all this information, and I'm going to, okay, it doesn't work as advertised. I have to use the mouse. Okay. All right. Okay, so you can see what I did. I duplicated it, just it's now moved in position. So this means this image, this egg image mask, I'm going to rename it so it makes sense. I'm going to find another image. So that image we can delete. Okay, and this is still going to be the mask. Okay, it's still going to work as a mask. Let's go to the images. We want that image. Plunk it in, just drag and drop, literally. And now I can do what I did with the other one. I make sure it fills the space beautifully. All right, and then I'm going to rename this egg image mask to pink gloss mask. Then I'll know what it is about. And then this text is obviously going from transform your brand. That is going to change to I'm going to look at the copy. That stand out to the right audience. There we go. So I'm just a headline. You can copy and paste it if you want. I'm just going to type it. Okay. The text down. Okay, let's see if we can space this one better from the get-go. Stand out. Okay. Come on. There we go. It already looks a little bit better. Yes. All right, and this yellow, we want to change that. So we go to the Learn More button. That yellow line, you can see now because I name my stuff properly, I actually can navigate very quickly to what needs to be changed and so on. I'm going to say this is going to become a pink. Oh, not in caps. Pink line. All right. And I'm then actually going to change it to a nice coral pink. Let's see. Okay, there I wrote down the hex value I want for this coral pink. FF 737364. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and look how quickly we have now altered this. Actually, you know, I am now on this boatland. Audiences section looks good. I'm actually going to go back to the brand section. Transform your brand. Just going to, just by moving it down a little bit, it's going to already not hurt your eyes as much. All right, so we can worry about the nitty-gritties a little bit later on, but look at that. We did this audiences section as well. Okay, let's look at our image. We're going to duplicate this again. So, okay, we're going to do that section now. Okay, it's going to look a little bit different. All right, but different but the same. Okay, so I can just see. You can copy it this way as well. Hold the Alt key. So I selected that audiences section, hold the Alt key and just drag it below, and it duplicates the whole section. So I'm clicking on the audiences section and I'm going to rename that to what we provide. That sounds, maybe services section will be better. All right, so I've got that selected. So now I can drag it below. So you can see there, dragging it below again. Right. I think that looks good. All right, so now we want to drop down and we're going to actually ditch this because we want two of these if I'm correct. Okay, so let's begin with this image first. So pink gloss mask, that is going to become cherry mask. That means this image I can delete and I can navigate to the correct image I want to use, which is that one of the cherries. Oh, I just drag it to the right place. There we go. And I'm just going to hold the shift. Just going to make sure. Oh, it's in the wrong place. Sorry. Onto the mask. There we go. Now I can start to drag it. Position that I want it. Looks good. Okay. Okay. Let me just see what text. I think that is the design. Okay. So we want graphic design. Okay. So now what we want to do is want to stand out to the right audience. And we're going to move it to the cherry mask space. No, not to cherry mask, but just here. I'll just move it to the right. Where's it now? Okay. There we go. Okay, and we're just gonna say that is graphic design. I think, let's see. Yes, that's graphic design, and we want to center align it. Okay, move to Kind of like that. And then we want to move our text, also center align that. Oh, okay. Sorry, like that. And we want to obviously change the copy to what we have written here. So, all right. We're also going to change the color. Yeah, we want to change the color of this from the black. So where it says graphic design. And we want to change that to a nice darkish green. So that's 99D for 9CB. That looks very light. I want it darker. That looks good. That looks good. All right, and this text also want to change it to that gray. From the gray to that green. All right, the cherry looks a little bit off center. It's because of, you know. Okay, so learn more button. We're not going to use it in this section. And now what we want to do is you're basically going to duplicate, hold everything, and just Control C, Control V. All right, there I've duplicated it. That means I can move this section to the left. And we're using the same format. We're just changing the image and the copy and the color of the copy. Okay. All right. Oops. I don't know what I did there. Why is it so long? I know why. Because of that rectangle. Yes. Okay. I didn't delete it, so I just need to delete that. One is from this. It copied everything. Okay, we don't need that one. We also don't need that white rectangle. Okay, that's dead weight we don't need. All right, then we can come back to, okay, so which one? Okay, this one is on the left, and this is not going to be a cherry anymore. This is going to be an orange, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so I can go here and I can delete that image. And then I can go and navigate to the image that I actually do want to use. Yeah, so that's not an orange, right? That's an orangey. Okay, and I drag this image to the orange mask. I know what you're thinking. All right. Okay, and what I want to do is this rectangle, which is yellow. I just want to use, where is the, tool. Where's the eyedropper tool? Ah, there it is. Okay, under color, you just click on the color and you go to there. And I just want that blue. And then I want my rectangle filled. Okay. Okay, it is filled, but it's not making a dent on my problem. Okay. So what is going on here? Image is big, but why is this one so? Oh, this one has moved. I don't know why. The mask has moved. All right, so I'm just dragging the mask down. There we go. All right, that's better. Okay. Nice. And of course, this text, which is graphic design, should now say photography. Type tool. Wow, not everything. What's happening now? Okay. What is, why are you so smart? Wow, what did I do? What did I do? Is everything selected? It's just cherry mask. Okay, this one. G there. Ah, okay. I just locked this cherry mask. Now the strange change all text to photography has changed and rectified. All right. Okay, that looks good. But of course, we want it to be in another color. We want this to rather be a nice dark blue that's high contrast enough. That looks good. Photography. Also, that nice same blue. And we can just use that color picker here with the swatches of colors that have already been used as part of the, oops, that was an accident. Okay. Okay, so this is what we've created thus far, a Euro section. We've created a brand section, an audiences section, and the services section. Okay, this page is looking very good. Now we have the FIGMA testimonial section that we want to add. Okay, so we're not going to copy this time. I am going to, services section is now done, so I'm going to lock it. And we want to copy. Let's just header to my copy. Let's see. I think they've changed this. Just gonna type this to so this doesn't work in this new version anymore. Okay, testimonials. We can center align the text to the page as well. Let's make it in uppercase again. So now by now we know where to do that. Select it first, uppercase. And let's go color-wise. Let's go to a gray. Okay. Space, too much. All right. Now we can find a image of a person. Okay, drag it in. Okay. And we're gonna go to the corner radius here. We want it a bit round. We're gonna change to 72 pixels. And then it looks like a circle. Now we're gonna do text again. We're just gonna add their name. She's Emily, and I'm gonna remove the uppercase. Lowercase. And I'm gonna make it a bit smaller. This one's 48. Let's go for 36. See what 32. Now let's keep it 36. All right. All right. And below we would want to write her title. Okay. Let's change it to the gray, and let's remove the bold, make it regular. Let's make it 24 and see how that goes. And we can say she's a marketing director. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there is her copy. So I'm going to go C, copy it, and I'm going to create a little text box. Okay, and I'm going to go Rowdies. I'm going to change that to Roboto. And I'm going to change that black again to that gray. And all right, what does that look like? Let's see. Okay, so I think that looks good. So we're gonna select all these 4 elements and we're gonna group them together. Call it testimonial Emily. What is this? Okay, so wait. Oh, okay, wait. Let's see. Using myself. Right. This is testimonials. Copy under testimonials. Okay, I'm just going to rename that to, I know it's the copy, and then these 4, select them now again, Control G, group 1, this is better. And now I know this is Emily's testimonial. Okay, so we kind of want to just now duplicate, hold Alt, drag down, and our second testimonial is going to be Thomas. Okay, and then I'm just going to drag Thomas to the right. Okay. All right, and then you see we're going to do the exact same for the other one. the third one. The third one, I think, is Jenny. All right. All right, now let's go to Thomas. Let's first go to Jenny. Move Jenny. All right, that's good. All right. Now it's just a case of drop down and move, change or alter the image that you have, swap it out for the other image. It's the wrong place though. I could just, this is Emily, she can be locked. Okay, for now, let's see. Okay, that's gonna be Jenny. Okay, so here's gonna be Thomas. And just wonder. Radius. Text. Find a copy. Is the COO. Right, and then you'll do the same for the third testimonial, which is Jenny. You just swap out the information, but in terms of the positioning and so on, that you now can, of course, refine as you go, but now we have a gallery that we want to add. Okay, so let's go and look at our example again. Here, I don't know if we're going to see it there. Okay, there's going to be a gallery. It's going to consist of 4 images. So let's see if I can find a nicer. Is that copy right now? Okay. So okay. Homepage. All right. So now I've realized that our homepage is actually too small and we want more space on here. So you just literally, you can just drag it down to create more space. Just want to not lose. What have I done? There we go. Nice. Okay. All right, that looks good. Okay. So now we're going to create a new section, which is called the gallery section. Okay. I'm going to add 4 more photos. And let's see. I think we're just going to drop them. Yes. 1, 2. 3. And downscaling them, moving them down. Okay, that looks good. And I'm going to Control G. I'm going to group them, and I'm going to call them, whoops. Okay, I'm calling them gallery of images. All right, nice. Okay. And then lastly, what we need to do for this page is to create a footer. Okay, so we're going to begin by dragging a rectangle. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to go to my colors. And let's start with that nice dark green that we made. Okay, what's that look like? Okay, and let's go to width 1440, and height we want it 510. Nice and big. Okay, that's good. All right, then we're going to navigate back to the logo because we want to bring it back, and just want to see quickly where that position is. Okay, in the center. All right, let's put it in align to center. I'm going to zoom in now to put it a little bit. Okay. And, okay, this rectangle, let's go and make it a little bit lighter. That's nice. And then this text, let's use that green. Yeah. Ah, there you go. Okay, so you can see what I've done. I just selected the logo until I went into its vector properties, which allowed me to change the color directly in Figma. How amazing is that? Okay, I like that. And okay, it's centered, so that's good. All right, so now we want to make a little button. Okay, we're going to begin by drawing a rectangle. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're going to make it the same color as the background. So it's like it's not there. We're going to add text. About us. I'm going to make it that same dark green. I'm going to make it smaller. 20, 16, let's make it 16. Okay, so this on that rectangle. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That was just a window. All right, choose the two of them. Going to align them nicely centered to each other. Okay. Okay, I right click on it and I say add auto layout. Okay. All right. Okay. I think it worked. Okay. All right, that's a good. Let's duplicate the button just by holding the Alt key. And then we change the text. Okay, from about us. to services. Okay, good. Okay. All right. You can see we created, we used the auto layout, so now it's created frames, so it'll recognize it as buttons. Change colors. All right. Okay, and these two, I'm going to just align them a little bit better to the logo sunny side. All right, that looks good. All right. Oh, lost my, that's not good. That's my little framey thing. Each. Okay, nice. All right, there it's proper. Okay, my frame. That's good. Okay, that's better. All right. Okay. It's like we began with this rectangle. Right, we'll fix it now. All right, and then I'll do that. Just use the hand tool. That's all I want to do. And then as a last element, we want to add the social media icons. Let's see if I can navigate to them. Okay. Spoke. Wait. Right. Seems like they don't want to be moved in a cluster. They don't like that. Okay. Okay. And I can click. Okay, so of course I want to group these together. It's my green, right? Group them, and I'm going to rename that too. All right, that's great. And then I'm clicking on homepage because I can just make it neat. And that is the first page done. We did our first page in Figma. Well done. All right. So now, of course, a website doesn't consist of just one image. And what has happened to this image? Where did it go? Oh, it just moved. Why did you move? Okay, let's just see. No. Oh, sorry, I locked it. Oh, I locked it, and then things happened. Things happened. We are creatives also moved from position. Okay, nothing that we can't rectify. Okay, here creatives. All right. All right, let's lock this this section. Okay, locked. Everything's locked now. Locked, locked, locked. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to unlock it because we want to now duplicate this home page as a basis to create the next page, which will be the about page. But I think since this is the long way around, it's a good idea that we have a proper break right now. All right. Welcome back after the short break. Hope you got yourself a nice cup of tea. If you hear me chewing, it's because I am. I'm eating a jelly baby. I told you in the beginning this is a follow along. It's not a tutorial. We're going through this tutorial together, and we're going through it very slowly. So that's why this is so long. And the pace is very slow. Okay. So now we've done, to recap, we've thus far made the homepage. Beautiful homepage. It's done. And we're ready. We're ready to create the second page. And look how easy this is going to be. We're going to use the homepage as the foundation for the about page, holding the Alt key, dragging it down. Wow. Now I've got 2 pages. I'm going to rename this one that says homepage. And I'm going to call this about. And we're going to go into the about page. And we're going to get rid of everything except the footer and the hero section. Just select and delete. All right. Okay, don't worry. The other one. Okay, he's still there. Okay. I hope. I can't see from. Okay, we're going to link them in a moment, and hopefully it's gonna. There's my preview. Let me just see. Whilst I eat a jelly baby. Oh, it only shows me this page. Okay, wait. Preview. Okay, there you can see that's the preview of our homepage. So it's still there. Okay, look at that. Beautiful. Everything is there. Something happened to that photography text. We won't solve it in this tutorial, but in real life, we would have not left it, okay? All right, so let's go back to our about page. Okay. Let's go unlock the hero section. Let's go into it. This image, we're gonna remove it. We're gonna take We Are Creatives. And let's say we just want to make, wow. Just for the sake of altering things. Okay, so let's pretend like you can add some dummy text here as well. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. So the principle is we have 2 pages now, and we are going to link them. So I'm clicking on the home page, and here on the right, we're not going to choose design, we choose prototype. Okay. And then we select interactions. Okay. And then we select this about. So okay, because we've made it the about page. Okay, so you can see that about is selected. Okay. Okay, so you can see there's a little arrow, a little plus at the about. And when I start to drag, I'm going to drag and I'm going to take it to about page. Okay. Interactions on click, navigate to action, navigate to destination, about page. Okay, so that should, okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I was successful. Send. One. Sorry. Frustrating. Wait. About. Okay, that's what's wrong. Okay, so interaction, trigger on click. What do I want it to do? I want it to navigate to destination, about page. Why doesn't it want me to do that? Oh, I am on the about page. That is such a baby mistake. Click on about. Let's see if it works here. On click, action, navigate to destination, about page. Okay, animation instant. All right, I like that. Okay, and then I'm going to go to something like the about page. Okay, and I'm going to click on hero section, and let's say I'm clicking on the logo. That one there. Okay. Prototype interaction, trigger on click, navigate to destination homepage. All right, you can see these blue little lines. It actually starts to indicate the flow of it. All right, now, there you go. This is what the kind of stuff you want to see. Okay, look at that. Whoops. All right, so you can see it navigates to itself. Okay, Let's play. Let's hope it works now. I actually, okay, about, no, come on. Oh, this is frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's see. Something about. Okay, I can't move that about. And doesn't have this thing. Okay, all right, cool. Now, restart. Okay. All right. Very patient person. Okay. I don't know why this. Okay. Don't worry about it. I'm actually just going to use the home page. I'm going to use the footer now. Zero. The logo one. Right. Right. And then I'm going to prototype interactions on click. Okay, that's good. Yeah, on click. Action, navigate to. Okay, and this sunny side, I want to go to. Why can't I go to the home page? Okay, tell you about this. Okay, let's just. There we go. Okay, I'm on the about page. All right, now we can go to the home page. On click, action, navigate to destination, home page. All right. Okay, now it should. Okay, now on the play. Let's see. Because that top bar is hiding it from me. Okay, so I just want to demonstrate to you how your linking of your pages work. Okay, I navigate, I activated this logo, so it's going to take us back to the home page. All right, let's see. Yes. All right. Okay, there's just something about, I don't know, this Figma, this pop-up bar messes with it's over my nav bar, so I can't demonstrate here at the top how it should. I don't know why it's doing that right now, but you can see the principle works. Okay, so this blue little line, it shows you it's going to go back to another page. And here it says to you where that page is. These ones, the about page, this one, you can see sunny side. I also brought it back to the home page. I go to the home page, in theory, for this prototype. Where is my hero? There's about, so you can see about page. Unclick, it goes to the about page. So you just need to alter it from design to prototype. And then under interactions, you determine the item that you selected for it to become a button. And if one clicks on it, where it's supposed to go. Okay, so that's it. Now you can populate your website with multiple pages and link them at will. And this is our first Figma. Congratulations. And if you stuck with me all the way to the end, well done. I hope you enjoyed this very, very, very slow follow along tutorial style. And have a great week. Bye.